is I have to go. I'll be Trevor from now on.
It's like you traded the R for something.
It's a new stage name. It's bearing in mind our previous podcast. It's either Trevo or Crapo. That won't make sense to anybody on this podcast, will
Do you want to do production for this one, please?
Yeah, good. Are we recording?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is our podcast, The Football Referee, where we talk about all matters football. And I am Trevor Gear, and he calls me Bruv.
And I'm Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cuz. Welcome to the Football Referee. So first of all, as we should,
Yep.
shall we wish our girls? Shall we wish our England girls? Congratulations for doing it for a second time, because a consecutive time,
Brilliant.
It
Brilliant.
is.
And the first time an England side, any English side, has won a major tournament out of our own country. So that's another tick, isn't it? Another well done to them for that.
I know. Yeah, I was so happy. But I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah, it's a strange thing, isn't it? I mean, it was an interesting final, to say the least.
Yeah.
But I think it followed the same kind of process or progress as the previous two matches. Once we qualified for the final stages, the quarter-final was against Sweden, and arguably, I don't like to say we were lucky, but we were sort of fortunate. And let me say, to win any tournament or league, you've got to have a fair splattering of luck as well. We teams get enough things going against them. So we sort of stood our ground against Sweden, but at the end of the day, you could say we were perhaps slightly fortunate to win, because on the field of play, arguably Sweden played a bit better than we did. And I think the same thing really applied when we played Italy, wasn't it? We played it. Did we play Italy?
Yeah.
We did, didn't we?
We did.
And I think that was kind of similar. They did tend to be, and we know our team is full of very talented footballers. They're great. And when they get it together, they are pretty formidable. But again, just on the day, I think Italy seemed to be the slightly better team. But again, there was extra time, and we won it on that penalty, which again was saved and put in afterwards, which again, if they bring in the new suggested law, FIFA next season, or next World Cup, I think it will be trialled, where you have one shot, the penalty, and if it's saved, you don't get a follow-up. So that goal wouldn't have stood, but as things are, it did. And what I don't really care for in the final is that we did win. We won, whether Spain like it or not, we won. Now, we persevered. Spain clearly have a very good set of footballers, very technically gifted and clever. Great team spirit, not so much the spirit, but the way the team works together. They sort of overload the forward line, and then they go in defence, a bit like the past Dutch teams, where they sort of called it total football, where every player is very good on the ball and they all sort of move as a unit, because they always seem to have plenty of people in the final in attack, always people to pass to, etc. And the same in defence, difficult to break down. So I felt we did struggle a bit, and you could. We did struggle a bit, and you could argue that in the first half, when they were one up, really Spain could have got one or two more, but one or two excellent saves from Hannah Hampton stopped that. There was one incident with what really should have been a goal for Spain. I think it was coming to the end of the first half of extra time where the ball was crossed and it went through the legs
Yeah,
of
I saw
their
that.
striker, and it was like she was trying to. She did slightly backheel it, but it didn't deflect it enough. But
Yeah,
you just got the impression all she needed to do was kick it with her right foot, but
that's
thankfully she
it. Yeah,
didn't. Um, so at the end of the day, we won it on the penalties, and that was good. After missing a few in the previous time, we had a penalty shootout, which we still won.
yeah,
So what I don't care for though is the some of the negative comments that Spain, their press, that is, and actually some of their players have made. We were much better than England, and they didn't deserve to win. And I think even yesterday there was comments, sort of salty comments, by their captain about the celebrations in the Mall and I mean, there were 65,000 people there. Did you see that? I
yeah.
mean, the celebration last time there were 5,000, I think, in Trafalgar Square. 65,000 people, which I think was brilliant, because it's beginning to show that the women's game, is getting the recognition it
Absolutely.
deserves. But just to complete about the final, yeah, it was nerve-wracking. I think probably, I don't know, we probably felt like in one or two previous games that we were not going to win that game. It looked as if we might well be on the way out. But what you have to say for our England team and Serena, they never give up. They don't ever say, "Oh, we've lost. Let's forget it." They just go on right to the end. It's not over till it's over. And of course, they've got some very talented and individuals who just are like bulwarks. They don't give up. I mean, one example would be Lucy Bronze, and you probably
Yeah,
heard her say that
yeah.
she's had a fractured tibia. The tibia is the shin bone, of course.
Mm.
Um, she said, which nobody knew in terms of other teams, but she presumably must have had clearance from the medical people, because she presumably could have made that worse
Worse.
if by playing that level of football. But
Yeah.
no, it's obviously great that we've won it. I read today that Serena may well probably will get an honorary damehood, which will be great for her. It was great to see her dancing to her favourite rap guy, wasn't it? Burma Boy, was it?
Burner Boy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she really let it go, didn't she? It was brilliant to see
She
her
did. Yeah.
dancing
Well.
like no one was watching.
Yeah.
And as I always think, I mean, this is completely going off topic.